It's that time of the month and you're excited about your summer lesson program. You've planned the curriculum, prepared materials, and you're expecting at least 100 pupils to register. But here is what actually happens in most schools. Only 8 to 10 pupils register, and the ones who do show up seem uninterested. Every year, school owners organize summer lessons, right? And they think that because they've done their part by sending notices, printing flyers, and making announcements, pupils would just magically appear. But here is the tea. Parents don't send their kids to your summer school because you didn't give them a strong enough reason to. So let's talk about why your summer lesson is failing and how to turn it into the program parents are fighting to get their kids into. Every August, school owners across Nigeria plan summer lessons thinking it's easy money. I'll just teach what I normally teach, maybe add some fun activities, and parents will pay for it. But here is the harsh truth. 70% of summer lesson programs fail to meet their enrollment targets. And even when they do get pupils, retention rates are terrible. But here is what successful schools know. Summer lessons aren't just regular school in hot or rainy weather. They are a completely different beast that requires a completely different approach. I am Coach Favour, an educational coach and school consultant, and in this video, I am going to show you exactly why your summer lesson is failing and how to fix it fast. I am talking about strategies that work so well, and I've seen school owners use these methods to go from 8 pupils to 100 pupils in just 1 year. And the best part? These same pupils become your biggest advocates, bringing their friends and siblings the next year. Are you ready? Let's get right into it. Now, the first reason your summer lesson is failing is because you are competing with holidays, not education. Here is what most schools don't understand. In your mind, you are competing with other schools' summer lessons. But in parents' minds, you are competing with family trips, video games, sleeping in, and freedom for their kids. Summer means relaxation, not more school. So when you market your program as summer lesson, learn more mathematics and English, you are already losing the battle. But here is the secret. Parents don't want their kids to see summer lesson as punishment. They want their kids to be excited about it. They want their kids to beg to attend, not fight against it. So you need to position your program as the highlight of their summer, not the interruption of their holiday. Try this. Instead of summer lesson, call it Summer Champions Academy, or Holiday Brain Builders, or Fun Learning Adventure. Instead of advertising, we will cover primary 4 mathematics. Say, your child will discover the magic of numbers through games and challenges. See the difference? You are selling excitement, not education. And here is something that will shock you. The most successful summer programs spend more time marketing the experience than the academics. They talk about how friendships, confidence building, they talk about skill development. They use words like adventure, discovery, and achievement because that's what parents really want for their kids during summer. But there is another layer to this. You are also competing with cost. Yes, a family trip to the village might cost less than your summer school. A new video game might cost less than your summer lesson. The kids staying at home having their rest, parents don't have to pay anything. It definitely costs less than your summer lesson. So you need to position your program as an investment, not an expense. So here is what you should do. Don't just list subjects that you will teach. List outcomes that parents will see. Your child will gain confidence in public speaking. Your child will develop leadership skills through group projects. Your child will improve reading speed by 50%. You see that? Now you are selling results, not just time. And here is the key. You need to make it sound like the child will miss out if they don't attend. So create urgency. Only 20 spots available. Early bird discount ends Friday. Last year pupils are already asking when we are starting again. Fear of missing out is a powerful motivator. The second reason your summer lesson is failing is because you are using the same boring methods that make kids hate regular school. Think about it. Kids just spent 9 months sitting in classrooms, copying notes, taking tests, and writing assignments. Summer comes and you want them to sit in classrooms again, copy notes and take tests? Of course they are not interested. Here is what happens in most summer lessons. Teacher walks in, writes on the board, explains concepts, gives exercises, marks exercises and gives homework. It's exactly what they've been doing all year. There is no excitement, no novelty, no reason to be there instead of at home playing. But successful summer programs are different. They use games, competitions, experiments, field trips, and hands-on activities. They make learning feel like playing. They make kids forget they are in school because they are having too much fun to notice. So as a teacher, try this. Turn every lesson into a game or challenge. Instead of today we'll learn about fractions, say today we'll become fraction detectives solving pizza mysteries. Instead of let's practice spelling, say we're having a spelling battle where teams compete for the championship. And here is something beautiful that happens. When kids are having fun, they learn faster and remember longer. They stop complaining about coming to class and start asking their parents not to be late. They become your best marketing team, telling their friends how awesome your program is. But there is more to this. You are also not using the flexibility that summer programs offer. Yes, in regular school you have strict curriculum requirements and time constraints, but summer lesson, you can be creative as a teacher. You can spend an entire day on one concept if kids are enjoying it. You can take learning outdoors. As a school, you can invite guest speakers. You can organize competitions with other classes. So, here is what you should do. Plan each week around a theme. Week 1 could be your detective week, where all the subjects include solving mysteries. Week 2, the inventor week, where kids create and build things. Week 3, the explorer week, with field trips or outdoor activities. Now, each week feels like a new adventure, not just another week of school. And here is a pro tip from me. Let kids have input in what they learn. Have a suggestion box where they can request topics they are curious about. When they feel ownership of their learning, engagement goes over the roof. The third reason your summer lesson is failing is because you are not addressing parents' real concerns. You think parents want their kids to be ahead academically. Of course they do, but that's only one part of it. What parents really want is peace of mind. They want to know their kids are safe, engaged, and developing good habits while they are at work. Here is what happens. Parents enroll their kids thinking, at least they'll be productive instead of watching TV all day. But then the child comes home complaining, I don't want to go tomorrow, it's boring. Now the parent is stuck between wanting their child to learn and not wanting to force them into misery. So, always remember this. Parents will pay more for a program their child loves than for a program that is just educational, especially during their holidays. They want their kids to be happy, not just smart. So you need to solve both problems. Keep kids engaged and help them learn. Try this. You can create a communication system that keeps parents informed and excited. How? By sending daily photos of kids engaged in activities, sending weekly progress reports that highlight fun achievements, not just test scores. You can send stuff like, Sarah led her team to victory in the fraction challenge. Michael discovered he loves creative writing during story time. And here is what smart schools do. They make parents feel involved without being overwhelmed. They send home simple activities families can do together. They create a parents' WhatsApp group for sharing highlights. They organize a mini showcase where kids demonstrate what they've learned. But there is another concern parents have that you are not addressing, and that concern is value for money. Parents want to see that their investment is worthwhile. They want tangible proof that their child is benefiting from your program. So here is what you should do this summer. Create a summer learning portfolio for each child. Include photos of their work if you can, certificates for achievements, and progress tracking in different skills. At the end of the program, Present this to parents as proof of their child's growth. Now they can see exactly what they paid for. One thing that will transform your relationship with parents is asking for feedback regularly. How is your child feeling about the program? What would you like to see more of? When parents feel heard, they become partners in their child's success, not just customers paying for a service. The fourth thing that is killing your summer lesson is the fact that you are not creating community. Kids attend your program for a few weeks, then disappear back to their regular lives. There is no sense of belonging, no special identity, no reason to feel connected to your program, your school, or other participants. But here is what happens in successful summer programs. Kids form friendships that last beyond the program. They develop a sense of identity as Champions Academy kids or brain builders. They feel part of something special, not just attendees of a class. To bring this to life, try creating traditions that make your program unique. Maybe you can have a special handshake, or a program song, or a weekly ceremony where kids celebrate each other's achievements. It could be team uniforms, even if it's just matching t-shirts. You can have a special weekly Friday ceremonies with certificates and performances, and the list goes on and on. But the key is to make it exclusive. Kids should feel proud to be part of your summer program. They should want to wear your program t-shirt to other places. They should brag to their friends about being in your program. When you create this sense of belonging, retention goes top of the roof. But there is more to community than just kids. You need to create community among parents too. After all, they are our customers and they are the ones paying. So, organize a Parents' Day where families can see what their kids have been learning in your summer program. Create a parent support group where they can share experiences and tips. When parents feel connected to your program, they become advocates who recommend you to other families. You can also start a program alumni network where you stay in touch with former participants and their parents. This is how you convert them too. Invite them back for special events or as mentors for new kids if they are older. When current participants see older kids who still love your program, it reinforces the value and creates aspiration. Another beautiful thing that happens is this. When you create real community, your program becomes part of kids' identity. They don't just attend your summer lesson. They are summer lesson kids. This emotional connection is what turns one-time customers into lifelong advocates. The fifth reason your summer lesson is failing is you are not positioning it as an opportunity. You are positioning it as necessity. When you say your child needs to keep up with their studies, you are selling fear. When you say your child will fall behind without summer lesson, you are selling anxiety, and nobody wants to pay for fear and anxiety. Successful summer programs sell opportunity and advantage. They position summer lesson as the secret weapon that gives kids an edge. They make it sound like the smart choice, not the desperate choice. So here is what you should say instead. Give your child the confidence to excel when school resumes. Help your child discover talents they never knew they had. Prepare your child to be a leader in their class. See the difference? You are selling success, not preventing failure. Another key is to create success stories and share them. Okay, you need them. Very valuable. Last year, 90% of our participants improved their grades when school resumed. 3 of our former pupils won academic awards in their schools. Parents report increased confidence and better study habits. All of these testimonials, they are gold. So create them and share them. But there is another layer to this. You are also not creating urgency around the opportunity. If your program is always available, it's not special. But if it's limited, exclusive, and in high demand, suddenly everyone wants it. So here is what smart schools do. They create scarcity and exclusivity. We only run this program once a year. This program is limited to 25 pupils for personalized attention. Applications close when we reach capacity. This makes parents act fast instead of procrastinating. And here is something that will shock you. The most successful summer programs actually turn away some applicants. They have waiting lists. They have entrance requirements. This might seem counterintuitive, but it works because it positions the program as valuable and exclusive. You can also create different tiers to your program. Basic level for general students, advanced level for high achievers, premium level with extra benefits. This allows you to serve different needs while creating aspiration for the higher levels. The truth is, your summer lesson isn't failing because kids don't want to learn or parents don't want to enroll them. It's failing because you are not giving them compelling reasons to choose your summer school program and your school over everything else competing for their time and their parents' money. When you fix these 5 problems, you don't just fill seats. You create a program that transforms lives and builds your reputation as the school every parent wants their child to learn from. I have an upcoming masterclass that will teach you as a school owner or a teacher every single thing you need to know to take your summer lesson from 0 to 100% real quick. Be sure to check the pinned comment in the comment section for all the details. If this video opened your eyes to what's really going wrong with your summer lesson, drop a comment below. Tell me, what's your biggest challenge with your summer program? And of course, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel because we have more lessons coming up, and share this with a school owner and a teacher who's struggling with summer lesson enrollment. Talk to you in the next video. Bye.